Rapp.
What kind of hot sauce over there?
Man, I don't know. That's that red
like
sauce.
That Frank one?
It could be.
Is that the one where that old lady says she puts that on everything?
Could be.
Could be.
Hey,
Okay.
you know some ladies who are putting that ant on everybody? The Cougars.
Yeah, that's true.
The Cougars, and I think we have Coach.
I kind of set up that segue
You
like that.
sure
for
did, G. Good job. Hey, Coach, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
You
Good.
sound so chipper. You sound like you just came off a weekend sweep of Memphis.
Yes, winning's always nice.
Absolutely is. Absolutely is. All right, Coach, last time we checked in with you, you guys were just kind of getting the season started. Why don't you get us all caught up to date? We got a lot of Cougars tuned in tonight. Saw you guys, of course, on Twitter, tweeting that out there that you'd be joining us. Tell us how the season has gone thus far, and we'll get into some details about this weekend in just a little bit.
You know, we came out of the gate really well. I thought that as a team we were really clicking together, and then we kind of hit a little bit of a rough patch in the center there and kind of lost our identity, doubted ourselves a little bit, and it took a little bit of a while for us to get our confidence back, and now I feel like we're really playing as a much better team and getting through some of that rough patch that we were in for a while.
Now, I've got to ask you, Coach, what causes a team to hit those rough patches? Now, I know there's lulls in the season. I know you're heading towards, the springtime. You guys start in the winter, really in the deep of winter, as deep as it can get in Houston. But what do you think the ups and downs of this team this season is really caused by?
You know, sometimes we've had seasons in the past where it's key injuries and things like that. And, for us with this team, I just think our dynamics, having so many newcomers, having almost 10 newcomers to us, just really played a key role in that. As a team, we had some things happening communication-wise and stuff that we just weren't really trusting the people next to us that they were going to be able to do their job at the same level that we wanted it done at. And so kind of team dynamics-wise for us, it kind of took a little bit of a hit, and we just really had to stop and go back and build them up together as a group and make them understand that, we're not going to win a lot of ball games with just one or two players. It takes all 10 of them on the field at one time.
Well said, Coach. Well said. Now you know it's been chronicled here on Sports Rap Live. I coach the 8-year-olds, and we're kind of seeing some of the things, similar to what you're talking about with these girls. They have the fundamentals, they have the skills and the abilities to do it. It's just sometimes getting them to snap as one and say, okay, look, we all have to play. We win together, we lose together. And that's the bottom line. Now, what made your girls snap before this weekend, of course, in conference with Memphis?
For us, I just think we've tried to do a lot of team stuff together, and it starts in practice, in the drills that we do and that kind of stuff. And with this team, and with our program in general, we like to really be a family. So we do a lot of off-the-field stuff. Just before this weekend, all of our girls have read Hunger Games, and so we had a good BP day when we went and saw the Hunger Games together, just as a team to just kind of all have something in common that we like and that we're a part of.
Now, what do you now I mentioned a couple times you guys just came off a sweep, which is always nice to come out of a weekend clean, as they say. Shout out to Deidre Uten, who threw a no-hitter yesterday. Yes, put your hands together for Deidre. Of course, all of our people here at Dave & Buster's, Coach, very, very happy to hear that. What did you see that pleased you over the weekend? Was it the pitching? Was it the defense? Was it your offense? Tell us a little bit about what got you that sweep.
It was kind of all of them. At one point we weren't hitting the ball very well, and we were not staying in our plan, so our pitching kept us in it. And then I think in Deidre's game we had some really good defensive plays that I think made a big difference for her. And then, in the end, when we did start getting those runs, it was the offense that ultimately kind of finished those big games for us. So, anytime we tell our team that you can have all three aspects, hitting, pitching, and hitting, defense, and offense, you're going to have a good day. And at some point in every one of those games, we had all three.
Coach, of course, you guys were ranked last season. We saw you guys kind of rise heading into the postseason. Let me ask you this. Is that something that is discussed? Is that something that the girls look at? Do you allow them to look at the top 25 and have that as a goal? Or do you take it the proverbial game by game?
It's really tough because I'm on one of the committees that votes for the top 25, so it is something that, it is on, coaching staff's mind, and ultimately in the end it does kind of matter somewhat because what you've done in those rankings, people consider you, a contender or not. But we do know that, we can't control those kind of things because it's just numbers on a piece of paper. All we can do is control our play each day. So we really try to preach that with them. And we've said from day one with this program, especially in this year, that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. We have such a young program right now this year, especially on the mound, that as long as every single day they step out there and get better at the end, we're going to be in a better spot than where we want to be than where we were in the beginning.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, now looking at the top 25, who are you guys really focused on? I don't see many Conference USA teams here. Of course, Alabama is pretty much the proverbial number one right now at 25-0. But I'm looking through this top 25. I don't really see a lot of competition out of the CUSA. Your immediate goals, first and foremost, in conference, who are you gunning for?
Well, Tulsa right now is receiving votes in the top 25, so obviously they have to be someone that you have to focus on. And UAB right now is sitting at the top of Conference USA. So those two teams right there are definitely all of our focus, especially since we have Texas and UAB coming up on the schedule this week.
Sure. What a great thermometer, I guess, for your team as you're playing some of these that are, if not in the top 25, but about to crack the top 25. Let's talk a little bit about the offense, okay? We had you on, of course, before the season really got going, and you talked about this team, playing some small ball, station-to-station type of softball. Now, is that the continuing trend on offense, or have you seen some more power and some more bigger hits?
We have started to get some of those big hits from some of those returners that didn't start off the season very well. Holly Anderson's really started to turn around. Melissa Gregson's moved back up in the lineup. So we did have some of those big returner players start swinging well, which I do think is a difference in the amount of runs that we put on the board. But we're still trying to run like crazy and do some things. Unfortunately, it has been our downfall in a few of them. I think being aggressive, we've gotten a little over-aggressive sometimes. So we've had to really try to teach them how to be a smart aggressive instead of just crazy aggressive. But for us, we didn't, blow our goal out from last year as far as stolen bases, which I think is a big key for us. And we'll be continuing that if we're not having those long balls, is just to find ways to get people on base all the time.
Yeah, well, base runners score runs. That's what we tell our 8-year-olds. So it's really the same, no matter what level you're playing on. And, Coach, you do a great job out there at U of H. We are so proud of the girls. Win, lose, or draw, of course, we're big supporters of the program out there. Now, why don't you tell us the next couple weeks what we need to look out for, where this team is headed. Of course, you mentioned the matchups with UAB and Texas. What else is on the horizon?
After that, we have an off weekend in conference, so we have some home opponents coming in. We have Texas State, which took 2 games from us this year that were close, so we're really looking to get it back on the winning side with them. That's always been a heated battle between us, and then we play a very similar style of ball. So for us, pretty much we take it day by day. Tomorrow's an off day, which is nice, and then Wednesday we have our sights set on Texas. They're 5 in the country right now. That's our breast cancer game. It's a huge event for us. It's our 6th annual, so we're really just focused on prepping for that. And as soon as we get through that one on the next day, we'll start prepping for UAB. So trying not to look too far ahead, but the schedule is laid out pretty nice, and if we can take care of our business from here on out, we should finish exactly where we want to be.
Can I ask you who you voted for this week for number 1?
I haven't voted yet. It gets turned in on Tuesday. So,
Tuesdays, okay.
But Alabama and Cal have not done anything different. They keep winning all their ball games. So to me, it's pretty much them the whole time, 1 or 2, and then after that, it just kind of falls all into place.
Yep, absolutely. All right, Coach. Well, hey, the best of luck to you as always. We appreciate you joining us. Tell the girls we said good luck, and we will be out there very soon with our girls to root you guys on and come out there for a homestand in the very near future.
I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely, Coach. All right, Coach Holas, everybody. Yes, put your hands together here at Dave & Buster's. We appreciate that very much. We got to check in, not only with the men, we got to check in with the women, too, because they're out there doing their thing. And this team did big things last year, so they could get hot at the end of the season and make another run deep into the tournament of champions in college softball. All right, well, hey, you know what? I think, Gons, you might go into a little music break. Can we play some music?
Sure.
Play some music. Bob, we're just going to play some music for a little bit. We're just grooving out here. Right. I need to shake some hands and kiss some babies.
Let them know where we're at, what we doing.
Absolutely.
I'm still waiting for the air hockey champion to come around.
Well, nobody wants to step up to you, Gons. You're sponsored by Dynamo, so
I'm looking for air hockey guy.
I know.
Yeah.
Where is air
Where's
hockey
our
guy?
air
Anybody
hockey
want to
guy?
challenge DJ Gons with some air hockey? All right, well, let's play
Just
something.
because they said they're gonna whoop.
Let's play something for the good people out there that are cruising around. They're having a beautiful spring day on a Sunday in March before it turns to April. They've been watching basketball. They've been watching Tiger win. They've been watching spring training baseball. I don't care, because when we come back at the top of the hour, we're going to have one of Houston's hottest artists join us for some NBA talk, and I'm looking forward to his insight, not only to his Houston Rockets, but the NBA altogether. So you guys stick around. Gons, just let it ride. Hey, we'll take it to the top of the hour. I'm going to run and see if they got screens in the bathroom like they do at Junction Bar and Grill, where we normally are on Thursdays right now. So go ahead, Gons. Bob, let's take it to the top, and we'll bring it right back here on Sports Rap Live.
Sports Rap.